Welcome back to the Lunch Table, Food for Thought. I'm Nico Blitz, and today I just want to remind you guys to like, subscribe, and comment, and turn on those notifications on YouTube, man. That helps us out a whole bunch, man. Shout out to Preston, man, for coming through to our event last week. It was our second event of the year and second event overall. Without him, I wouldn't have my next guest sitting right in front of me. He goes by the name of Noa James, man. Noah, what's popping, bro?
Nice to meet you, man.
Nice to meet you too, man.
Man.
You know what's crazy? I think when I was on your Instagram and shit, I was looking at every single person you knew, and the people we knew together. I was like, this motherfucker knows Hasib, Chuck Dizzle, everybody. I'm like, what the fuck? So it's like, I was immediately interested. I'm like, okay, it's already like good company to begin with. You feel me?
Man, that's tight. Like, I know I've been around for a minute.
Yeah.
I'm a helper of the community. Like, I know Hasib, Kyle booking him his first gigs.
Really?
Yeah, booked him his first festival.
Oh,
so that's like the little homie that I always saw do him, Waju, always building. So I always try to help out. And Chuck Dizzle, sure, I used to go to Homegrown Radio when he was at his apartment.
Yeah, shout out to Homegrown,
DJ
man.
Head, getting on me and Curtis King
That's
head
hella
about the
funny,
business.
dude.
Like, it's, I used to be in there when Schoolboy and then was just in there. Like, Like, so it's like building with it's crazy to see like everyone's building right now on a major level, and it really started from the true bottom.
And to me, Homegrown Radio is one of those staples of Los Angeles.
Oh,
hip-hop.
it's definitely.
Like, I feel like if you're from LA or in the LA area and you haven't been on Homegrown Radio yet, it's like, what the fuck are you doing?
Yeah, I think it's a SoCal thing. You have to know who Chuck Dizzle is and DJ Head and see what they have done, even within their community, putting on other radio shows.
Yeah,
for helping out what they're doing. So it's like, I think with them is more of a they're
community.
They're the catalyst right now. They're the new catalyst of what's going on with the radio and even podcasts and independence of being a radio personality and a host. Like, they're the new catalyst. You can look up Stern and the OGs and that, but they're like
they're
reviving,
the ones, man.
Yeah, they're reviving it like on another level. So
that's why it's cool, because I actually produce the radio show for Kev and Head.
Oh shit!
Over at Real 92.3.
Oh man!
So it's like just seeing all the circles connect it's an amazing thing.
Yeah, you
know what I mean?
Tommy?
Yeah,
that's the homie
Tommy
too.
Boy. Yeah, that's the homie, man.
That's the homie. Yeah,
that motherfucker. He would pull up to the radio station, like do video for like Kev and shit. And it's cool. But he's over in New York now.
Yeah,
though.
he would. All right,
yeah.
So that's tight, man. I know, like, that's crazy how it's just one big.
It's one big circle. It's all good company, bro. That's it. So, enough about, as much as I love Homegrown Radio, let's stop talking about Homegrown Radio.
Yeah.
Let's get to know you more, man. Like, I was even on your Wikipedia page. You've been doing this shit for a long-ass time,
I've been
bro.
doing it for a minute. Yeah.
So then when did you start making music?
Start making, like, actual making music? Probably, like, 20... Man, it's like in high school, I would go to studios and stuff like that. But man, it's hard. Like, say high school.
Okay.
Say high school. Like high school, I was writing, I was battling, I was going into Yellow Pages to see where the studios are at.
What?
And I found this one record business called Voodoo Nation Record.
Okay.
That was owned by San Manuel Casino. Mm-hmm. And I would take the bus up there, and they don't know I'm coming. I'm just going. And I would go up there, and it was on the reservation where all the natives is at.
Yeah.
And I would go where you have to go up, and I was like, yo, I'm a rapper. I want to rap. I can write. And I just kept on going. Like, no one would say I would push a button.
Yeah, you just pull up?
Kept on pull up.
Oh, shit.
Like, pretty much walking up there, because by the casino in the IE, so I walk up there, kept going. Then a bandmate, it was a band called Blackface Gods.
Okay.
They were doing, like, Warped Tour and stuff, and one of the dudes lived in an apartment complex with me. And I got a ride with him, and I ended up going. And I ended up going there rapping, like, for 3 hours. Like, rapping. They throwing beats, and I was just rapping.
What the fuck?
Just rapping patterns, flows, punchlines. They throwing out words and stuff, and I'm still just catching it like I would just rap.
Yeah.
Like that was. I didn't want to get in trouble, so I really put my head into like just rapping, not even the structure of it. Like just, I didn't know how to write a 16 until I was like 21. You know what I mean?
But you just knew how to like flow.
I just know how to flow.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It was just I didn't know how to actual read until I was in the 9th grade.
Wait,
like,
what?
Read,
Seriously?
yeah. So it's like I'm an '84 baby. I'm a crack baby in a sense, the popular term for it. So it's like my learning disabilities developed slower.
Oh.
So, I didn't catch on, so I read off memory. So until then, I was reading off memory until my pride got tested.
So when did your pride get tested?
When a teacher got on me about it because I'm rapping but don't know how to read.
Yo.
I'm just freestyling. I'm just saying words. Just pop, 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 pop.
Did she like call you out in front of the whole class or something?
No, she just called me out because she knew that was gonna do something to me. Like
yeah.
But in the tensions was good because she always been good to me. So the tensions was good. So from there, I just started. I didn't want to be in the slow classes, but I wouldn't put myself in the classes. I went and did it. Like I'm gonna have to learn. I'm gonna have to put effort into this. And it was crazy. Probably 6-7 months. I'm reading out loud in classes, but I'm reading with a cadence now. So now the way I read is read like I rap.
That's so you were reading like what, the history books and shit?
Yeah, like
sort of
Lord of the Flies. I read the whole book, Lord of the Flies. That was so instead of me like doing like all the book reports, teachers actually, it's crazy, man. When you are transparent, people will help you, but you have to let them know.
Yeah.
So through my whole life, that was my thing, to be transparent. So you just don't assume something about me and make me do something and put me in a situation, put you in a situation to make me do something. And this is my grandmother really training me, not raising me, training me to be this black man in America right now. So she don't want me to let my emotions fly.
Yeah.
So I've been learning how to control my emotions since a kid.
That's ill.
So being transparent, letting these teachers know I don't know how to read they help me when they seeing that I'm learning. I'm trying to learn how to read. Here go your homework assignment. You just have to read in front of the class.
I feel like with transparency, you have to let go of any sense of embarrassment.
Yeah, you have to be cool being embarrassed while other people laughing at you. And the thing is, they're standing there laughing at you while you're doing something. And that was my mentality. You can laugh at me all you want, but you're standing in place laughing.
Yeah, it's kind of like that thing in which, like, they think you're the dumb... Like, you didn't read, right?
Yeah.
So they're looking at you like you're the dumbass.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, it's like, well, if you get to a point in which you can read better than them, it's like, well, who's the dumbass at that point?
You're doing homework, and I just got to read in front of the class now.
I just got to rap.
Yeah, I just got to rap in front of because I was honest with how I felt. Like, it was just being a big boy, being a big dude, being hurt a lot. Transparency just helped me kind of like cut the bullshit, just cut through. This is what's going on. This is how I am. Hopefully you can see I'm trying. So don't put me in a, and that
don't
helped.
Box you.
Yeah. And since then in high school, there's teachers that really helped me uplift me. Like, I had a teacher that showed me A Knight's Tale. She like, Mr. Wilson, watch this movie, A Knight's Tale.
Okay.
And she said, watch this movie. And it pretty much Heath Ledger being poor, pretending to be a knight, fighting on these fights. They're trying to take away his knighthood, but he's really not a knight. But because he was transparent with a king, because he even fought a king and he stood up to a king and what was it? He just joined him in battle while just not being scared of who he is.
Yeah.
Not changing your energy at all. You want to joust? I'm a joust. We're going to joust together. They joust. King Arthur ended up knighting him.
Because he kind of just proved himself at that point.
So he changes stars by doing.
Yeah.
Not just wallowing.
Yeah.
By doing, taking actions, taking risks, taking leaps. Like, if you know you're in a bad situation, you better be willing to die to get a better one. Yeah. And that's pretty much that movie showed me.
Well, I think that movie in Knight's Tale, right?
Yeah.
That goes in all facets of life. You have two decisions with any type of movie you make. You can either just stay still, or you figure something else out. And whether you fail or not, you at least moved.
Man, but you know how people think? But they gonna laugh at me. And I'll be like, man, see? It's not a but. Yeah. Take the but out. Take this third choice that don't even matter. Yeah. And that's what they add the third choice of the embarrassment or pretty much fear. Fear probably just relates to everything of your insecurities.
I like to think of any life decision, like, major life decision I make. Have you ever watched Last Man on Earth?
No, I haven't.
So you don't even have to watch it. Yeah. But the idea is that it's literally just one dude. He's the last man on Earth. No one else is around him. So you're left with this, well, shit, I have the liberty to do anything I want in the world. I mean, not to say you could just do whatever the fuck you want to do, but at the end of the day, when it comes down to a decision, you can't let anybody else factor into what you are trying to do yourself. Second you do that is the second you lost.
Oh, you took that L that is not a lesson learned.
Oh, it's
a real L.
That's a real
It's a real L.
Because even in the losses, you find ways to win.
Man, I always find in a loss, you ask a question. After you lose, you ask a question. Yeah. And if you conscious about it, you're gonna figure out how to answer this question you just ask yourself in this loss. And that's the to me is the steps of getting what you're learning in it. So like I always find something. Like no matter what, man, we do a festival at the Glass House. It's called DIY Fest. Our car got stolen like a couple of days before. I had $1,500 worth of tickets in there. Had $2,500 of the cash. Had a camera and I had my merchandise in it. Oh man, I'm about to probably catch this big L from the Glass House. Yeah, because I'm responsible for it, but. In crisis, you show character. I was ready to take this L, and I didn't end up taking this L. It was the lesson my granny taught me earlier, being transparent. Okay. Because I was so transparent, they're like, "No, you're good, Noah. Our deal is still good. You don't owe us nothing."
Whoa. So they kind of just like let it go?
Yeah, because I'm transparent even with my business. This is what's going on from the beginning. They know what's going on. They know what's up. Shoot, my car got stolen right by their venue from another venue. Everyone knows what's up. So me going in, instead of me going in with excuse, I went in with the solution of us just handling it. Not even just ready to shit hit the fan or we put our face first. Yeah. That transparency was like, oh, no, man. The owner, like, in crisis, people show their true character. He said, you're good. Because I was ready, and I was like, damn, that's the lesson learned again was, damn, Granny, you're right. Transparency of anything. Even they say, oh, thank you for doing that, but you still got to take care of it. Shoot, I'm still going to feel good about it. Yeah, for sure. I didn't come in with an excuse. Like, it's just something that happened,
Because later on, that shit, like, if you lie, then it's going to bite you in the ass later on. And I've found that, let's say at the radio station, right? Whenever I fuck up, I'm just like, yo, that was me. I forgot to do this. I forgot to do that. The fuck else are you going to, what the fuck else are you going to do? You have two options. You could either fire me or you could just be like, okay, at least you owned up to the responsibility and, just keep moving forward with it. Don't let it happen again. Yeah. That's it.
Some people try to blame it on someone else.
I hate that shit,
here
bro.
Comes the trickle. Here comes the trickle of the drama, the humanity that we don't like. Because no one didn't want to face up to, what happened, man. I work out at an all-women's gym. I left the toilet seat up. She came out and said, who left the toilet seat up? I said, I did, ma'am. I did. I'm sorry. And the homie that trains me, Ronaldo, was like, man, I don't know. I would have said faced up to it. I said,
shit, that wasn't me.
I'm doing it. I have to. Like, this is.
You're the only guy there.
It's me or you, man. I'm like, Ronaldo did it. Ronaldo, man, stop leaving the toilet seat up, man. What's wrong with you? You know, I could have just turned my back and just started like, I don't even pee. I don't even know where the bathroom is.
Right before this shit,
man. I peed outside. I'm a man. We can do that.
Yeah, you see that building over there? That was me.
Yeah, like
that's hella funny.
But I had to, like, you know, you
just gotta own up.
You gotta own
it,
man.
Yeah.
You gotta own up everything. Like I say, own up to your greatness. Own up to everything. Anything that's yours that even you can claim, like own up to it. Shit is yours. Like claim it. Don't claim the bad shit.
So then, what do you do if you own something that you're not totally proud of?
Like
let's say I had a drinking problem.
Yeah.
Or like at one point in my life, like I was super into like drugs.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I had to find a way to overcome it.
I think you have to just, to me, you got to know you have the problem. It's like me being 609 pounds and knowing that's not okay. Knowing that, so here come accountability. Here comes not blaming my mom for emotional eating because I had a choice of eating. You know, I had the choice. You know, how can I let this woman make me fat? How can I let this problem make me overweight or unhealthy? That was a choice. And that was just an emotional choice. But that's still my fault. That's no one else's. Just like my mom dealing with jail and all of that, that's her fault. She can't blame my grandmother for that. So it's kind of like I have to own up to it. And here comes the road of self-love. But before I hit that road, I have to hit up accountability. And accountability, that to me was helping me own up to a lot of things. What I have done wrong, like I use Excel for my business, right? Okay. I use Excel. There's a teacher named Ms. Wiseman that was teaching me Excel and all the PowerPoint classes. And I remember in high school saying, I would never use this in my life. And I had a big ass wall of money in my pocket because I'm doing stuff. And I said, This is my life. You think y'all need Excel for this? When I started using Excel, I went and apologized to her. Like, for real, went and apologized.
Oh, really?
Yeah, went and apologized to her, gave her roses, told the whole class what I did, and tell them what I use now. I apologized to a lot of people that I said, man, you was just helping me out. And I was just being a mean-ass kid because I was hurt. Yeah. I was hurt, but that was a choice of me choosing that emotion on someone that wasn't directed to. So I just start, and she was like, Mr. Wilson, you always been a good kid. You know, I bring teachers like food, you know, just being, I'm a big dude. So I'm like, it's just a hosting thing. Surviving, it have been helping and giving. So I went back to had to go back to all the teachers and like, sorry, I do use this. I can type real good because of you, Ms. Wiseman. I can type without looking. So now I can like freestyle type. Like I can just put on a beat and just type what I want to say. And that's because of her. And I yelled at her. And I said, oh, man, I have to apologize to her and tell her how I'm utilizing what she taught me. And tell the class, don't be a fuckface like me. Ooh. Don't be like me. And be mad because you're frustrated. She actually teaching y'all something that might come in handy when you want to become an entrepreneur. You know,
it's very interesting how you said that you didn't want the class to be like you. Yeah. You know what I mean? I don't think a lot of people have that type of mentality. Like you know, like you don't seem like a fuck up or anything. Yeah. And even back then, even though you were making moves, like you know, throwing down like a lot of cash and shit. Yeah. It's interesting how you recognized the small things.
Fuck boy.
The fuckery that was going on.
You know that was going because you go through that fuckery and you don't realize sometimes you get the fuckery. I should have just did it, gave my mom all this emotion. But my grandma like, you're her trigger. So if you give her all this emotion, she's going to go back and do drugs. And I was her trigger. Once I start telling her how I felt, she crumbled. She balled up. You know what I mean? So
Wow.
I played football, and I played football to hurt people. Like I was a bouncer. I was a bodyguard. I did sumo for a year.
Yeah.
I did everything that was productive violence. We just said that. I was productive violence, stumping out pedophiles and shit. Like,
Dude. Well, I mean, I could understand that because seeing as how you were, or you still are, so transparent with everybody else in your life, it must be difficult for you to not be transparent to the one person who gave birth to you.
Man, that's crazy. I can't even tell you because if I do, you gonna go smoke. You're gonna go do this.
Wow.
I might say something to you, then I get a call and say you dead. Then how I'm gonna feel. Bro, I had bit my tongue so bad against my mom that it started bleeding. And my grandma would be like, she'd be like, and I bit it. Now I uplift her, even though my mom is still fucking up a little bit, not doing drugs, but she's not emotionally there. I still call her queen and goddess because I have to. And I want to because I need her to be better.
What do you mean by you have to?
That's my mom. It's 50-50 chance she could have died giving birth to me. It's a lot that I have to take accountability of the risk and the life and the consciousness I have been given because you was willing to at least hold me and have me. So as a servant of you, because that's how I feel, as servant to this goddess of this temple, I shall lift you up no matter what, even though that you're not there yet. I'm there. So I'm there, and I'm good, I'm all right. I'm good. Now I need to see you be better. Because I did what I was supposed to do. I did become the better form of you. I am the good, because the good in me is really who she is. She just didn't tap into it. You know what I mean? Like, like same thing with my grandmother. Like it's deep. Yeah, it's deep, bro.
Yo, Preston, bring the shovel, bro. Bring the fucking shovel, man.
I get tad emotional about it. It's just I have to look at it like, dang. Because if I don't, she won't be doing what she's doing now. Like she's driving buses now.
Wow.
Yeah, I tell her my hustle comes from you. That's why I grind hard. I said my mom did 25 years in prison. My dad got deported to Hades. My mom survived. She survived. So I had to let her know you're strong. You're strong. You just don't know it. You're fucking strong. You need to know this. And I'm not. That's me. I yell positivity into you. I don't. My grandma's the same way. We're not allow you to be a pessimist around us. You're a pessimist, you're going to get this optimistic work. That's what you're going to get. Or you're going to have to get away from us. But because you're my mom, you can't get away from me.
Yeah.
So you're going to get the optimistic work all the time. I'm going to be in your ear. I'm going to let you know you're a lioness. I'm going to let you know that's lioness that's fend from the pride usually don't survive. We did. So, I just hit her with facts I know about women. Like, listen, these animals, even they, like, you're all of these beings. That's why, like, thank you, Gaia. That's why I talk about Eve the way I do. If I believe this about Eve, no matter what my mom did to me, I can't choose how I use this knowledge or how I direct it to certain, like, you know what? I'm using this knowledge for that person because I like you. But over here, because I don't like you, I'm not going to use it. I'm like, nah, I can't be like that. If I want to be true to myself, I have to be like this all around to everyone, even if I don't know you. Like, your mom is my mom. Preston mom is my mom. Jennifer mom is my mom. This how I start looking at humanity. Like, all right. And I said, if I look at that, my mom is like the monarch of how I should. If I treat her bad, how can I treat my girl good? So even though, like, I have to, like, the roots of it, like, people don't, it's the roots.
Yeah, I mean, it kind of goes back to the way you treat the people the people you treat the closest will directly reflect on how you treat other people.
And that, bro, that's my go-to how I, You don't supposed to judge people, but that's how I judge people. I got a homie named MC Life. Everyone think he's a dick, he's an asshole, he's a bad businessman. But if you see how this man treated his mama and his brother and everyone around him that has a good heart, you see it. But because you're a dick and you're an asshole, he put the defense up to reflect shit.
Yeah.
You treat him like a dick, he gonna be a dick. So you see what you see you. He just give you a reflection.
Damn.
So and he don't notice that he does that. You know, because when I see him, his arms is open. We get big hugs each other, and people like, life don't hug people. I said, no, life hugs the right people. Like when we see each other, arms are out. It's not even like we walk up, arms are out, and that's how a lot of my brothers are. Arms are out. We hugging each other. You know, we trying to that we need that energy because we're entrepreneurs. We're in this business, and people like to take shit from us. You know, so. People look at life like that, but life isn't. His intentions is always right. His heart, how he treat these people, and people will be in my ear like, "But man, he's this and this." I said, "See, because you don't know him. You don't know him. You don't know him. You know the social media. You know what he does. You know of him, but you don't know him.
Yeah. So
people don't get to know the person. So you judging off like nothing, but. If I see you with your mom and I see you this, you know what? I want to get to know that person. How do I get to know that person? How can I get that from you? Because I'm gonna give you goodness. I want that from you, and it's just building. It's just building when people being transparent, being who I am. You know, like I'm not always loving. I got homies that's assholes, and I tell them I'll punch you in your fucking face if you be disrespectful one more time.
Yeah.
Like straight up. Like what? Bro, you better calm down if you get stumped out by your friends.
Yeah.
And that's a real stump out. You're gonna get stumped out by your friends. Like, and that's kind of like shit. Go back to my grandma. That's her. Yeah, that's her.
I guess this conversation is making me now believe that everybody is holding up an invisible mirror.
Oh yeah, man. I think so.
You know what I mean? Because just with the way you were saying your boy will just reflect how he sees another person is kind of crazy in itself. And you really have to, I guess, break a wall in order to see the better reflection of yourself from like another person.
Yeah, you have to see it.
Yeah.
I've seen a lot of mirrors. I've seen people like, damn, I'm like that?
Yeah.
Oh, man, I need to change. Like, I'm like that. Like, one day I didn't know how heinous I was towards people that...
Until when?
I'd done stuff in my life, but never... My intentions was always good. I had homegirls that had been sexually assaulted, right? And me, how I handle it is nowhere near pretty at all. I get justice for them. We get justice for them. And and stuff I have done, like, you know... I like, damn, that's some heinous ass shit. I said, but am I right to do it? Like, do I accept this heinous? Do I accept this from me? Do I accept it? And I said, yep. I said, yeah. That's the time I said, yeah, I accept this. I accept this. You doing something to anybody in my family, anybody that I don't even know. I don't care. You on the street and you hitting your girl. Listen, I'm getting out. And because I'm big, I don't say nothing. And because people are stupid and got guns, I'm knocking you out before you can react. Then it's handled after that. Because no one don't do nothing. No one does nothing. Like, we in a world of cowards.
Yeah.
Like, everyone's a coward because they scared. The thing is because it's one person. I'm glad I have a community where we have an event. And it's very safe. If you do anything that remotely, that's bad. Should Hasib know? Hasib been to our events. Hasib probably be looking around too, like, you know, you don't do nothing because you about to get fired on by all these dudes.
Yeah.
Everyone. We about to take you into this little bitty bathroom. You about to get a lot of 1-2s and biscuits. Like, because it's kind of like, I need you to leave here with your tail tuck so you don't do this again. And because that's our community now. Now it can't be a coward. It's hard to be coward when you got brothers that's helping you. But to really overcome it, like, man, you got to be on your own.
Yeah.
And stand in your truth. And that my truth is, so be it. I get, someone do something to me because I'm being righteous.
So then, how do you take that righteousness from your community and spread it to everybody else? Because the Inland Empire is like really small, bro.
Yeah, like it's like I just said it to someone. The IE is the urban suburbia, so is everyone try to meet up because we don't have like a big meetup. So we meet up in different cities. Everyone meet up. It starts with the small community. It starts with me building with Verbs at Bananas and Project Blowed. Is me going to Fullerton, building with my homies in the OC and in the Juice. It's like that's what I start doing. I start implementing certain things I know and what they know, and just it's like it's like a missionary for me now. Yeah. Like that's what even my tours is a missionary. Cause we stay outside and talk to people and cipher with people, and my music is just loving and positivity. So it's like, if you staying after the show, I know you want to convo. We're gonna talk some real talk. We're gonna talk some real talk. We're gonna talk about how to better each other. So you're gonna talk to me how I can better my weight situation. I meet nutrition people, and we talk about love, positivity, and exercise. And Lisa talking about exercise and how to be organized on tour and showing you Excel and documents on your phone. Like, we're just trying to trade information, like the new bartering system of like intellects and hearts. That's what I've been trying to figure out, like how to.
So I guess what you're saying is kind of like, you have to sprinkle on the information to people.
Yeah.
You can't even do it like on a big scale. It has to be like, at least at intimate, this point in time, it's very intimate.
Yeah, and I'm not at the Tony Robbins yet, but I got brothers like Curtis King, so I know when I'm ready and he really want to do it, I'll be like, yo, let's do these seminars.
Yeah.
Let's bring this up. But let me, I'm trying to get healthy too, so I can really do it. I can do it now, but I like going to shows and I talk to people. I go to shows where I'm not even performing to talk to young artists. I go to young artists' house parties. Like, I remember I got off tour. The day I got off tour, I think we coming from the Bay or somewhere.
Yeah.
And one of my homies was having a show in Riverside, and there's all the young kids in the IE, like 15 and up, right? And I walk in, and I didn't realize how much all of them knew me. And shit, music stopped, and all these kids were like, oh shit, you really came. Like, I grew up on you. And I'm like, damn.
Damn, that's ill.
Like, that's crazy. I'm like, them listening to me at age of 13 and they're 19 now, that's just 6 years ago.
Yeah.
And I've been doing music for way longer than 6 years, so I'm like, damn, that's crazy. So I was like, let me go to these kids and talk to them. Let me just sprinkle little things, man. Like, oh, man, why you rapping over your vocals? That's like training wheels, man. You don't need training wheels right now. I said, you want to be on a big bike. I didn't messing with him. I said, I want to be on a big bike. So I took him off. And I said, and when you mess up, you mess up, man. You can go to your own pace while you're performing. So you're not in a box, how you make you feel like you're constricted to rap the way you recorded it. You can have fun and be loose and mess with your voice. And one kid like, damn, I never thought about that. I said, yeah, man. I know people that say you rapping on your vocals, that's not hip-hop, that's whack. But they don't give you details.
Yeah.
They don't break it down to you.
They're kind of just like, figure it out. But you're the person who's like, yo, this is what it is, and let me break it down why it is.
Yeah, let me break this down to you. Let me give you the details. Let me give you the right intentions to show why you want to take your vocals off to help you even record better or your breathing better. Or I tell them rapping exercises. I like lay on your back and rap your fastest rap. It's going to make you push your rhymes. Your lungs can't go back. So because you're flat. So you have to push. You got to push. It's not just you being loud. You got to push it out from your diaphragm and it helps you get your voice bigger and you can go up volumes on your own.
So even though you're not laying down right now, can you give us an example?
Like if I lay down like this and I'm trying to figure out how loud I can go or how fast I can go or my breathing pocket, so I would go Sometimes I feel like I'm Tony Jaw, Brother Law, unblocking on gun talk, I handle broad, dismounting jaw. Mandible claw, that power bomb, that sharpshooter, that torture rig, that Lex Luger, tombstone, power dry. Now your niggas paralyzed, and it's just helping me, because I'm a big boy, to breathe better. Figuring out my breathing pockets, because I'm a big boy. So I have to find a way how to find my breathing pockets and flows. Or live shows, because I jump, I move, we mosh, we do all of that. But I don't want to take it to my vocal range, how clear I sound. I like clarity. I like my words to come out real sharp. So that's why I try to not make an excuse. You know, man, I'm fat, so I can't do bro.
You know why I fuck with you? It's because you don't make any excuses.
I can't make no excuse, man. I can't. It's no way. And I have people around me. Lisa won't let me. My granny didn't allow it. So it just kept on being embedded of you do it. Deal with it. Find a way, a solution. Don't stop wallowing it. Don't fart and sit. Don't stand up and fart and sit back down. That's like, you know, like like shit like that, you know. Can't you like don't do shit that don't do shit that make you have excuses. Don't, you know, I have knee surgery. I have bad knees, you know, and this weather messes up, but like it hurts. I be like, God damn, but shit, I'm still going. It don't matter. I'm gonna go. Yeah. I was chosen to be conscious, man. That's how I look at life. I was chosen to be conscious. I'm good. I'm alive. There's a lot of people that would love to replace. There's people going that would love to be here. I got cousins that will. Like, I told a person this, and he was like, you know, I said, a person who commits suicide, I would love to, like, right before, cause I had cousins that would think about it. I said, you know, our other cousins would trade places with you anytime. You know, cause he gone. Yeah. You want to go? He didn't want to go. He got tooken. But you want to go, like, willingly. Purposely. Yeah. Like, and I had to, like, show them, like, look at that. He didn't want to, like, if y'all can, would you trade places? I try to give them some real, like, thought. Like, would you trade places with someone that's dead that want to be here? If you didn't have to kill yourself. You're like, you know what? I let's just trade. Would you? Like, I tell people, they think about shit like that. I'm like, bro, it's you have to think about that. You were chosen to be conscious. And to me, that helps me not make excuses. I'm here. I can conquer the world. Yeah. Like, you have an opportunity to conquer the world, conquer your community, conquer yourself, be great at something. Man, you could be great. Man, there's people on YouTube doing fingerboarding that get millions of views, man. You can be the greatest fingerboarder in the world right now if you really wanted to. You just you have to do it. And to me, that makes me go, I can't complain, man. Yeah. I got to just get it. My legs hurt, lose weight. My body hurt, lose weight. I used to have diabetes. I'm pre-diabetic now because I lost weight. My pancreas is working. I don't take insulin. I don't take none of that because here come the claiming it. Then my granny, I was like, Granny, man, this diabetes is tripping. She said, yours? It's not yours. It's not yours. That diabetes, once it claiming is yours. So I never claimed diabetes. I worked on getting rid of it. So it's just not like some people are like, but you got to face it. I said, I faced it, but I didn't claim it. I embraced what I needed to do to get rid of it. But I'll say my diabetes because I can. It's not stuck with me. It's not mine at all. I don't own this. Yeah. I don't have to own up to this.
Because you have a chance to get rid of it.
I can own up to get this better. I can own up to losing weight. I can own up to that, but I don't have to own up to this. To me, diabetes I call it the God disease because it makes you do what you need to do as a human. You got to drink water. You got to eat. You got to exercise. These things, you're good.
Yeah, that's like basic human needs.
The God disease for the second chance.
That's insane, bro.
That's how I look at it. Like, it's a second chance disease because you was fucking up the first time. And that was, like, I fell in diabetic comas. Man, the universe like, oh, man, all right, here go. Hey, listen, you got second chances. You're gonna do.
Yeah.
I'm doing right this time.
It goes back to that optimism you were talking about that your grandma really instilled in you.
Yeah.
Because to see diabetes as the God disease to really help you out in life.
Yeah, to force you
to, just do basic human shit.
Yeah, because with me is death is guaranteed. It's guaranteed if I don't do it.
No doubt.
Like my pancreas can stop working. It did stop, but it can happen again. So I can really like heal myself. Truly, if I just keep going and keep doing what I'm supposed to do. But them 3 things, man, those 3 things was like damn, that's all I needed to do in the beginning.
Let me ask you this. Yeah. Are you more scared of death or are you more scared of not living correctly?
Not living correctly. Yeah, death is easy. That's gonna come no matter what. Like with me, it's like shoot, it could have came sooner. So death is like, and that's me even being around shit like that. Like I seen lives get taken. I seen I can't worry about that. That death is so like counterproductive to life to think about it. Like I seen people go into anxiety attacks, thinking like, "Oh, I'm gonna die one day." Like, yeah, for sure. I have a great grandma that didn't die till 115. Wow. Yeah, she just the second woman to vote. Like Blanche Cobb, Jacksonville, Florida.
Shit.
Mean Obama. She's we own in Florida. We own the house we was owned on. So when the Masters died, we own all the property now. So it's like, it's so it's
so shit.
Yeah, got the 40 acres.
Yeah. We in the building now.
The Buick, the mule might be the Buick or whatever car they got, but they got the 40 acres and the tobacco farms, and I think they're trying to turn a tobacco farm into something else. But it's like my great grandmother, like she lived all the way to that, and so when she looked at death, and my grandma like, listen, I need to make sure your brother is cool so I can go home. That's how she talks about death. To her, it's a party. Don't spend no money on my funeral. Go get you a big truck. All right. Buy some clothes. Your mama's not invited. And we're going to let her in. And it's like, but the way she look at death is like she lived life. My grandfather passed too. It's like, even when at funerals now, it's like, I'm lit, man. I'm high. I'm the speaker of the family, and I go speak, and I talk about everything lit about my family. The stuff people don't even know. Yeah. Like Grandpa was hanging out with O.J. Simpson. He said O.J. didn't did it because he was hanging out with him. But he has the receipt, and that's what my grandpa said. O.J. didn't do it, but he had the receipt. Because him, Marcus Allen was all chilling, so O.J. couldn't do it. I said, "Damn, Grandpa." My grandma said, "Yeah, him and OJ used to like golf in Brentwood golf course, and OJ would be at our family reunions and stuff." Yeah,
I guess the way you and your family sees it, like in the best way possible, is death should be and a funeral should be a celebration.
Oh, it's a celebration.
Life.
Oh man, it's a home. I call it luxury homecoming. It's a luxury. Like, even the first time I ever been in a limo was at a funeral.
Whoa.
And it was my grandfather's funeral. And we was turning the fuck up in that limousine. Turning up. Some of us crying. Some of them turning up, going like, "Grandpa!" Like, really celebrating him. And we're the only part of the family that was, like, celebrating him at the funeral. Yeah. Like, we wasn't wearing black. I wore my grandfather's work outfit to his funeral.
Wow.
He was a chef. So I wore the pants, the shirt, and everything. And my cousin, "Look at you, then you grandpa." I said, "Man, we shoot." Granny said, "One of us got to replace him. We got to step up." So we're going to start now. Like, we were like, it was kind of like everyone lost a crutch when grandpa died. And all of us, like, gained the backbone. Like,
shit.
Like this. Like, our chests are pumping out, like, grandpa gone now. So, all right. all right, Granny, we got you.
Yeah.
We're going to take care of this. Like, we were ready to become a man because that's how he was, too. Like, come on. Hey, come on, man. They want to call us boys. Come on, had us outside doing stuff. For Christmas right now, we're like, just around December 16th, he would give us a present. But the present will be what we want, but in a box, right? So he'd give us a bike, but it's in a box. Then he give us a bucket of tools. Make your bike.
Damn.
Make your bike. Oh, you want a basketball court? Ooh, I got 2 courts for y'all. It's in a box.
Holy shit.
It's in a box. Here go the tools. Here go what you need.
Figure it out.
Figure it out. And man,
holy shit.
Yeah, and that's what's like, come on, man. You got 30, they taking care of 13 grandkids. They taking a lot of grandkids. They ain't parents. They're managers and supervisors and generals and sergeants, you know. We're vicious kids, too. They're lion tamers. They're like, shh, y'all need to calm the fuck down. Yeah. 13 of y'all. We all going to the same school sometimes. Like, yeah, it was... Grandpa had
I guess even in that sense, you know, like making sure that you were able to build a bike, build basketball courts, whatever. It's not necessarily about the work per se.
Yeah.
But to me, it's more so like learn all these tools so you can make life more worth it.
Man, it was fun.
If you go through life without all that work ethic and shit, because I'm sure when you were building the bike or when you were building the basketball courts, you were probably talking to your brothers and sisters.
Oh, man.
You know what I mean? Like,
I got our shirt off.
It's a moment.
Got our fake tool belts. Acting like our uncles. Going like, woo, we need some water, man. It's crazy out here. We just working hard, huh? Because like, yeah, we only on one bike. We all doing one bike together.
Oh God.
Yeah, so it's really some bikes was some death traps.
How quick did y'all finesse that?
We didn't. It was.
Or it was just a death trap.
And here come back to women. My cousins, all my cousins, they bikes was fresh. They Barbie bikes was nice. All our bikes, man. No brakes, no.
Oh, that shit was a riding death trap.
Man, but it was lit. It was so tight. Like, who got the no brakes bike? Or who will go down this hill? And the hill had a bush. So you can just fly into the bush with the no brakes. And it was just fun. It was just senseless.
Y'all some crazy motherfuckers,
that's what
man.
We was vicious.
Y'all crazy.
Y'all
crazy.
Yeah, it had to, man. It had to.
Man, dude, I feel like I need to meet your family or something. Because I'm feeling all the energy of optimism, like getting reflected off of you, and I'm like, damn, like this shit feels so good.
Yeah, my grandmother's the epitome of that, man. She is really the epitome of supporting you, uplifting you. Not, she said all her grandkids is cute. She don't make ugly babies. You know, she makes sure you know that you look good. And you don't need, as long as she know you look good, she's good. As you know you're good. Like, that's how she is. She don't want no outsider making you feel any way. So she makes sure that you know. Like, make you look in the mirror.
Did your grandma ever let you guys cry?
Kind of. Like, if we needed to, she'd like, let it out. That's all she would say. Let it out. Let it out. And get on. That's it. Because that's how she deal with it. She like, I let it out. She said, I just put it up. She said she didn't have time to be weak. So she dealt with her emotions straight up. Like, head up, fade. Deal with them, let them run its course, and get to it. So that's how she is. Like, let it out. Let it out. Get through it. Get to it. Boy, let it. Boy, hurry up and cry. Hurry up and cry. Like, damn. Hurry up.
That's
get
nuts.
It. All right? You good? You good? All right, go back outside.
You know, it's crazy because that could definitely be misconceived as a lack of emotion.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Just to, like, get all that shit out the way.
Yeah.
But then I feel, at least from my perspective, it's more control of emotion.
And that's what it is. Even being a minority. You don't have, my grandma born in 1942. She didn't have time to have the emotion. She didn't have time. Soon you let that emotion get to you, something can happen. You know, she like, I'm around these white men and all it is, and she like, I can't let my emotion. My grandma's 6'2". She a big lady. that carry pistols and shit. So if she get emotional, it's gonna get nasty.
Yeah.
So she didn't like getting that. She would deal with it and let it get through. You know what I mean? But the thing about her, she was always strong. She always would speak on like punching people and like I like, damn, Granny, you was like really. She's like, I don't let no motherfucker talk to me like this. I don't let no person do like this and do this. And if something happened to me, I deal with it and do that. I'm like, dang, so you just kept on. You deal with it and kept it's like you ate the punches, pretty much. Like Tyson, he had his arms were short, so he had to eat punches to get in close sometimes. So that was like, damn, you just got to eat the punches and deal with it. And I think that's was her mentality seeing us, because she don't want us to wallow in our emotion. If I do, look what just happened. Thinking about my mom, I'm ready to break down because I'm about to really. Thinking about her, like, man, you went through a lot. We all went through a lot, and I just want to see you win.
Yeah.
That's it. And that gets me emotional.
So then do you talk to your grandma every day?
Yeah, just about every day.
Oh, you do?
Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah.
Maybe, like, even aside from talking to your grandma every day, how do you... Because, okay. So, all this information, man. Your mom... got sucked into drugs.
Yeah.
Your dad got...
Sucked the same thing, drugs.
Same thing, right? Family of 13, so there's a lot of emotions to deal with over there. 600 pounds.
Yeah.
You're cutting down. You're bad knees, bad like damn near everything. You were diabetic.
Yeah.
How the fuck... Optimism doesn't seem like one word that encapsulates all of it. How do you just deal with all that shit? And how do you keep that optimism going?
I talk about it. I rap about it. I speak about it. I'm loud about it. I let it out. Like, that's what it is. It's not the thing. All of them things that have happened, they're not in me because I let it out at certain moments. I let it. I deal with it, or I let it go, or I found a way to make it better, or if it don't, I always find a way. Like, I said this, man, optimistic and poverty give you a king's mind. And I never look for the light. I always try to be it, rather, because I didn't see it nowhere I was at. So I always try to be the beacon of it, because I was conscious very young, seeing everything, seeing what's going on. I'm Granny's baby. I don't have no mom. I'm around even family that they have parents that have this. I'm Granny's baby, so I get left and I get to look, listen, all these things. So me being young, seeing all of this, I'm like, all right, I don't want to be none of this. I don't want to be like my mama. I want to be like my grandfather, but not as grimy, because grandpa was like in that grime world. Like, I just saw stuff that made me feel like I saw a lot of reflections that I didn't want to be. And I just kept on chasing that. Like, for me, I kept on going towards that. Like, this is where I don't want to be. All right, I used to be a battle rapper. I think I don't like this because I'm only tearing down people. So I'm not going to battle rap no more. So you know what I mean? And that's the power of the tongue. So that's me again. All right. Me thinking out, all right, I shouldn't be doing this because I'm literally tearing you down.
Yeah.
And if you got a weakness near you, like a sister, a brother, a girlfriend, a mama in a battle, I'm tearing them down too, because this is an art of war. I'm not gonna directly attack you. I'm gonna attack your weaknesses, and it's not you. You're strong yourself, but your weaknesses is these people that's surrounding you, and I would do that in battles. And that was like, to me, I like, damn, I am manifesting a lot of bad karma for myself.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And that's how deep I started looking at battle rapping. Wow. Me being a bouncer, me being in certain places where I don't even like the energy or the stuff I have to do to protect, like certain, I've been in certain energies that I didn't like sticking on me, and I just have to change. I really start thinking like the root, the core of everything, like my diabetes. What I have to do, I have to eat right. I have to be happy. I got to find peace. I got to find self-love. The diabetes wasn't even about sometimes the food. It was that shit that I had to get. The diabetes.
What do you mean?
Like to me, the diabetes was me not loving myself. Me overweight is me. It was all. But that's always the root. To me, the root of anything that's unhealthy is something that you're not taking care of emotionally. Like it's always the root. If it's physically bad, that means mentally and spiritually something isn't connecting or something is broken. You know what I mean? Like it's really is deep down rooted something that you're not thinking about at all. You know what I mean? And that was me finding self-love, me forgiving my mom, forgiving myself, me. I can go on, man. It was just a lot that I have to deal with emotionally to even get to get to where I'm at now. Like it's crazy to even think about. Like, yo, it wasn't even the food. It wasn't even this. It wasn't even that. It's not me not loving myself. It's me letting all these moms feed me because I didn't have a mom. It was all these things. It was all these, you know. I'm mijo to everyone. I can be at Stater Brothers and a lady look around and be like, "Can you help me?" And I don't know, out of all these people, they just picked me to come help her grab something off the shelf. And I'm like, "Why you grab me?" She's like, "You look like a son." You know. You look like a son. I would talk to Chuck Dizzle about stuff, man. Like. That would help me out through conversation, through life, you know, worth. I remember campaigning for paid dues, and I said, Chuck, man, Murr said I got the show, I got it, I'm on paid dues. He said, don't stop, Noah, till they CTC. I'm like, what's that? He said, cut the check. Don't stop campaigning until they cut the check. He said, keep going. He said, don't stop your momentum. Don't let no one to keep going, Noah. Just keep. And, man, that's because I had conversations with Chuck. I was able to call him and like, yo, this is what's going on. I don't know what to do. What do you think I should do? And I have those. I love those calls because it's like to have those people, you can just tell them everything. And like, they've been there before. They know some knowledge. And those conversations, man, would show you a lot. Like, a whole lot. And I think that's one thing me too coming up. Is like I just talk to everyone. I build it with people. I always find some way to connect with something good. And when I was young, you know, me being Haitian, I used to think like evil. Like, you know, I didn't even want to admit that I was Haitian because Haiti was so in a sense of evil and in this, and I was so like, you know, that was the self-awareness I don't want you to look at me as evil. And that was me as like elementary, middle school, I was like that shit, like, and now it's like I don't even care. Like everyone got some type of darkness in them, you know. It's just, what do you embrace? What type of darkness is it? Is it, you know, some people dark for their family, protection of their family.
But also with that darkness, if you're able to flip it.
Oh, that's your superpower.
Yeah.
To me, that became my darkness became my superpower into becoming more of light. Like I said, I wasn't looking for it. I never searched for light. I was how can I become it? If I can illuminate the darkness I'm in, I'm good. I stay here. I don't want to venture out. I want to stay here and talk to people and build with people. How can I find it here and even help here and help myself here and help my family here and help my cousins here instead of going all the way out and searching for it. Like people searching for God. Like, nah, man, look at yourself. You're a creator. You good. Yeah. Look at yourself. You know, I know you need people need attachments sometimes to find goodness. But I'm like, it's right there, man. It's right in front of you.
There, yeah.
Well, if it was a snake, it bit you. You know, like, you know, if it was like, and that's time I look at like building with like within a community. Like everyone had the light in them. Like you have it. Like let's
Yeah.
go. Let's make it big.
Well, it's funny too that you're wearing, one of my favorite characters from Dragon Ball Z because the same way his shit, it's like,
Boo?
the darkness kind of just had to get taken out from
that?
him. Yeah, I saw the Majin shit, dude. Yo,
Majin.
That's
hey,
what I'm saying. Like
Boo is that. When Boo healed the blind kid, it changed everything.
Yeah.
And that's to me is the epitome of life. Like, dang, he didn't know love. The only thing he knew was hate. He was created from magic and pain. And that's how I feel. I was created from magic and pain. Like, Bobbity was my parents.
Yeah.
This was what people try to sacrifice themselves to kill me. Nah, Vegeta, that ain't gonna work. Get out of here.
Yeah.
Get out of here.
You could self-destruct, but
it won't work at all. I'm not even thinking about y'all. I'm only attacking people that's attacking me. And that was Boo. Boo is only attacking people that made him feel less than.
Yeah.
That's the only. He was an emotional kid.
Yeah.
He was the most powerful kid. But when he got the dog, he met Hercule, and he blinded a little boy. Oh, I like this. He like, Boo like this.
Yeah.
Boo like
and he wasn't even thinking about destructing because at that point he was like, well, this is so beautiful. Why am I going to destroy this?
Why?
And it's doing no harm to me.
Then you killed the dog. Now you fucked up.
Yeah.
Now Boo's lit. And I tell people like destroying beautiful shit, and that turns people vicious. People like as long I tell people do what you need to do in life as long as you ain't ruining one. Long as you ain't ruining one, I'm with you, baby.
Hell yeah.
I don't care what you doing. Long as you ain't ruining one, that's it. Not even yours. Like, but it's like that was Boo. That always been like Dragon Ball Z been even Naruto and all these animes is my
That's your shit.
That's my shit. Wrestling, like all that shit kept me like, dang, there go one of the answers. That what kept me out of trouble too was anime and wrestling.
Really?
Yeah, like
that's sick.
Like I learned, I've been watching Dragon Ball Z since it was on Telemundo, and that's how I first got a hold of Dragon Ball Z. I knew it was overseas, then it hit Mexico, then it hit America.
Yeah.
And my homie Oscar, his mama was like, "Have you ever seen this show?" Turned to Telemundo. I said, "No, I watched the wrestling on Telemundo. The luchador wrestling. That's how I got into wrestling."
Yeah.
Then she showed the Dragon Ball Z, and bruh, I was like, "Oh my gosh, what the hell?" And since then, I would go to the house and help her clean, eat,
just to watch.
Yep, and me and the homie Oscar just watching this, and not knowing that this would kept me out of. Within that time, 3 homies died because they were just out. And we're just in watching Dragon Ball Z.
Yeah. And
bro, that kept me out of trouble. Wrestling kept me out of trouble. Pogs kept me out of trouble. Man, shit with Pokemon cards, video games, man. Like anything, yo-yos. Remember when the yo-yos was a fad? Yeah, with the spinners doing all the tricks. Like anything that was productive, I sought out to do it. And I took my little cousins with me. Like I always took my grandma like, take the clan. I take all my little cousins and we go to the hobby shop and buy the toy planes or the paper planes, or we would buy trick dice, or I would take them to places and try to have fun. Not like crazy destructive fun, because at the point that's what we was doing. We was still wheelchairs from convalescent homes to have a race. And the wheelchairs had these little sparks on the back of it. So we went to the gas station and got some gas and said, "Yo, we're gonna try to do that Back to the Future thing, right?" So we put the gas and we pushed my cousin and he hit the wheelie and it sparked a little bit, but it wasn't the flame we was looking for. Okay. It built up big, but it was just slow flames start rising, and we're like, "Oh shit." And us throwing water on shit, and it was. We have to get some
crazy motherfuckers.
We have to.
But you did all of that with the purpose of having fun and not getting in trouble.
And we like, all right, we need to find something that Granny ain't gonna fuck us up for doing. We need to figure out something different. We need to figure out. And here come wrestling. Here come anime. Here come everything that was like to have my mind thinking and moving, and I would go to these African shops, right, that would teach me, like, you know, the dude would give us, like, a homework, like, what's the tallest mountain in Africa? What, you know, I'd be like, Mount Kilimanjaro is, like, 14,120 feet. And that's me, you know, fuck? Yeah. And he would just give us these homework, and I found a shop that had all these interesting African artifacts. And this is how I even found out I was Haitian.
Oh, what?
Yeah, because, you know, we were talking about, like, where my family's from and all of this, and I started breaking down where my dad is from, and he started just showing me stuff on the map. Then I would talk to my grandma, because, you know, my granny ain't talking about my dad or nothing like that, so I'm just picking at her, and she just broke down, like, yo, he was Haitian, he did this, and did this. I'm like, it's me going to a shop, and now I have this knowledge, and I'm just asking questions of everything, just everything. And I think this is around, like, 13, 14, and this is like, all right, I'm waking up of a lot, you know, of just who I am. Like, here go the road. Here go the me just out going down a rabbit hole.
Yo, and this is coming from the dude who couldn't read in the ninth grade, man. Bro.
Yeah,
that's amazing to me how even without having that skill, you were just so thirsty for knowledge.
Just to do it and have people read it to me. I would kind of con people to read stuff for me. Like, for real, that was one of my tricks. Oh, man, you know, can you read that for me? Like, my eyes hurt. It was like, just doing little stuff. Like, little stuff. Like, oh, I got a headache. Can you, like, and people would read it out to me. And they would read it to me, and I would really be listening. And I think that's why they would take time to read it to me, because I really be like this and ask some questions. Like, to this day, I ask Lisa, is that the right there? Like, is this supposed to be Their? Or, and she's like, no, this is it. And I said, all right. And, like, right to this day, she's my English teacher. Like, because I would ask her. Like, even before I put a post up, you know.
Yo, let me just make sure this shit's
like
correct.
That's probably the only self-conscious thing I have about me is being dumb. Like, people thinking I'm dumb because I didn't know how to read, and I'm just now getting over that, you know, because that was the feel I would get from people that try to do you over, and it's not. Sometimes people don't do you over because you dumb. They just think because they just trying to fuck you over. They do this to the smartest people, you know. And Lisa helped me with that, like making me feel like I'm not dumb, because that was the thing I was building with. Now, like, all right, I'm learning, but I still feel like I'm behind. You know, I still feel like I'm way behind. Even with music, I feel like I was behind, because I didn't learn how to write lyrics until 21. Like, learn how to write a 16. I learned a 16 bar count until like 22. You know what I mean? I didn't know what hooks was. I was just doing what I felt. That's it. And when I got in the studio, I was like, oh, man, what's all this structure, man? What's up? I thought we were just rapping.
Yeah.
I thought we just rapped for a long time. And we throw a little,
until you get tired.
You get a little tired, throw a little bit of repetitive something. And
some ad-libs, you
boom.
good. Yeah.
And I'm young, but not knowing this process. And the process made me feel dumb because I'm insecure about stuff. But then I had to get in my mind. Here comes the optimistic mindset. I got to ask questions. Yo, man, what's this? What's this? How you do this? And not care about, and it was crazy. Like, and I start getting, people start inviting me to studios and all of this, because now I'm, like, vocal about stuff. And, like, really, like, I would sit there for hours and listen to people talk about shit. And, like,
because then at one point, the people that you're sitting in the room with, they know that you've acquired some sort of knowledge by just sitting down there, and also actively asking questions.
Yeah. Like, oh, man, what's the 16, man? What's the bar count? What's the BPM? How do we count bars? Like, all of that. I was really that kid. And people that taught me how to count bars, how to count them. My homie Ramon Jones, my brother, taught me how to count a 16-bar verse, 8-bar hooks, taught me what a bridge is, an outro, intro, what's a prelude, what's an LP, EP, like all of these things, man. Start teaching me ASCAP. It's crazy, like just building, just going to these places and just like, all right, just Let me just soak it up.
Yeah.
Let me just soak it up because I don't know. I don't know nothing. I'm scared. I'm insecure. I don't want to feel dumb. So how do I not feel dumb? Take actions. And I start taking action.
Right there.
All right, that's what I'm gonna do. Take action. All right. If I'm feeling dumb, take action. You know, it's the same way my grandma would say. If you feeling lonely, go where you want to be. Like go where you celebrate it, not where you tolerate it. Right. So this is her this is her word that I have it on shirts and I say it at shows and everyone know my grandma like what they know my granny say. Go where you celebrate it, not where you tolerate it, and I wish a motherfucker would. These are the two sayings that, like, a lot of supporters know that my grandma says. I wish a motherfucker would, and go where you celebrate it, not where you tolerate it. And that she'd be like that. She was like, you depressed? Go to the arcade. I let you right. Because I love video games. I love arcades. She know that I'm going to meet like-minded people that like video games and everything I like at the arcade. So I couldn't be lonely. I couldn't be like, there's people out there doing the same thing I'm doing, maybe going through the same shit. Let me just go to the skate park with my little brother. Let me go to this arcade. Let me go chill at Electronic Boutique Game Shop and talk to people. I don't even work there. I can tell you about these games, though.
I ain't even finna buy nothing. I just want to talk.
I don't want to just chill because I just have to get out just that depression mindset.
You put yourself in that position to always get rid of all the bad shit, knowing that the bad shit is always going to make its way to you.
Yep, it's always going to come every fucking day. I don't wake up positive. I don't wake up none of that. This is work.
Yeah.
This is happiness is work. I work for my happiness. I earned it. I'm working for it. I earned it. So it's kind of like every day I'm working for it. Every day I'm figuring out how to be more happy. Shoot, I might do a couple more reps today to be more happy. So that's Lisa. Shoot, she gonna knock out 135 doing deadlifts today. They're gonna make her happy. You know, is just finding what really make you happy and do it. And don't worry. Just do it. Go. I play video games every day. People like, how? Because I like it.
You know what? Me too.
Every day. Wake up in the morning, and Lisa be like, what you doing playing 2K? Is this your mind team or my player? I was like, this is my mind team right now. You know, I'm getting
at least you know the difference. Shout
out
to Lisa.
Yeah. She figured out. Then she like $250,000. You win $250,000? I'm like, yeah. And I've been doing this tournament on 2K19, trying to get this $250,000. So it's like, it's become like my therapy, you know. And I do gaming events. I do stuff like that. Whatever I do, I try to bring it to other people. Like,
hey, do you play Smash?
Super Smash Brothers?
Are you getting it?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm nice. Yeah,
I'm gonna get your code after this shit because we're gonna play once that shit drops this week.
Yeah. Ultimate about to be lit. So it's like it's one of these. I have to find. You have to find your people. To me is the DNA coding. Like, oh, you're kind of like me over here. All right, I'm gonna go have some. I can't be depressed because this is what I love doing. I can't be depressed doing something I love. Let me go over there. Let me just go where the love is at because I don't have it right now. And it's written and it's authentic because I love doing this. And it's kind of like you fill yourself up. Just fill yourself up. Don't wait for someone to fill you up. Fill yourself up. And to me, that was like my whole life. Like, you know, my grandmother didn't fill us up. She filled us up to fill us up with gas to go do shit to fill us up. Fill us up with enough, support, you know, and her love is strong, like real strong, you know what I mean? Like, so it's like build enough to go do something. And after that, I'm like, shoot, that's.
So then what kind of space were you in when you were creating Granny Said? Because although the lyrics are very optimistic, the beats are very dark and gritty.
That's me. I think that's just I like darkness. I like it. I like dark beats. I like very dark, ominous beats. I don't know. I just like Slytherin and Booze Hungry and even Love Monster. I don't know. It's just something beautiful walking in a dark forest to know that you're untouchable. Like Like I'm just as dark as y'all. You don't want no qualms with me, cause it's not like I'm gonna be scared of you. You catch his fade too. Like demons, you catch his fade. Like it's like seeing seeing gangbangers. I like nigga, I'm just as vicious as you, dog, and I'm just as ready.
And that's why I painted this picture because me and my girl were watching a scary movie the other day, and I painted this picture. I was like, "Yo, check this out. Like, let's say some sort of like demon or some shit was chasing you, right? Why the fuck wouldn't you just try to fight it back? Why are you gonna if you run, it's just gonna fuck with you more. But if you fucking go up against it, well, what the fuck? You know what I mean? Like
Brandon said, catch fade with all your demons. It's a win-win situation. And I put that in the song. My granny said, catch fade with all your demons. She said, what y'all say? What y'all say when y'all about to fight? Catch fade with your demons. And that's her mentality. Like, catch fade with your demons. You're gonna catch fade or fight anything. Fight your demons. I just had a crazy episode of I had a dream and it would feel like something demonic was getting in my dreams.
Wow.
And because I have done a lot of hallucinogens like shrooms, acid, peyote, and stuff, it felt so real. But I woke up Lisa, I told Lisa, I said, man, demon was trying to get into my dreams, but I don't think he wanted them problems. I said, it felt lucid. Like I felt in control of the dream. And the first thing I said to the demon was, I said, I control everything in here, dog. And that's it. And it was cool. And I don't know what it was, or someone I got a hand I shook or something, but it was very weird.
That's weird, bro.
It was very weird, and I had this dream. Then it got real physical, and I felt it like physically on my body.
Whoa.
Then in the dream, I just looked at him like, I said, am I in control? I'm like, bro, you don't want this fade, dog. You don't want this fade. It's like Freddy Krueger movies. Like Freddy, I said a line, I go to sleep just to put Freddy down. Like, I'm gonna go to sleep, have a nightmare on purpose, and you gonna catch my fade, Freddy. I drink the water where Jason was drowned, and I'm sleep in the bed where Michael Myers was found. And I would go to sleep just to put Freddy down.
Yo.
Like, I'm not afraid. I'm a monster just like y'all.
Yeah.
I'm a monster. I'm a human. So definitely I'm a monster for sure. So, like, you gonna catch this work or what? Like, how you want this work, Freddy?
Yo,
like,
what song was that one?
No, it was just a acapella.
That was just, shit.
That was just an acapella idea. I'll send it to you on YouTube, and just how like my mindset would just think like, yo, this is how I look at shit. Like, you're a monster, I'm a monster. I can't be scared of you if I can fight. Like, I don't care what you are. Like, and you're not even a real monster. Like Medusa. People look at Medusa as a monster. It's not a monster. Actually, Medusa got raped. She was a servant of a goddess that got raped, that got turned into a monster. She got raped by Poseidon.
Oh, shit.
And because the goddess was jealous of Poseidon wanted the servant, the goddess turned Medusa into Medusa. So she's not a monster, she's a victim.
But she's just portrayed
as a monster.
Oh, man.
Her son is the Kraken. She birthed monsters. So they cut her head off, and she ended up killing her own son. Because they used her head to kill the Kraken.
Wow.
Yeah, so like it's like so how I view monsters, I'm like, you're not a monster, bro. Zeus is a monster. If you like,
the people in power.
Power is a monster. Hades not even a monster. The devil's not a monster. The monster is these other people. You're not a monster, bro. You're just a product of your environment.
Yeah.
I'm a product of my environment, but my environment, not the one I was surrounded by, because my surroundings got affected by me. My surroundings going to be affected by me. I would not be affected by my surroundings. And that's when my mentality start even changing too. Like, all right, stop playing the victim. Stop doing this. Stop doing this. You can be the love monster. That's why I'm the love monster. I'm the truest of a monster. I wasn't created as, this is birthed out. This is the anguish my mom went through, the pain my mom went through, and it's transferred to me. So I'm rightfully a monster, but I accept it with the most beautiful intentions.
Yeah.
Like a giant for protection. Like, or the giant dwarf that was on Thor. That's like that's his job. Like, you this very majestic being for protection and creating and building community. I said that's the monster I am. Shrek's a beautiful monster.
Even like Snorlax.
Yep, Snorlax.
Like, it won't attack unless you fuck with it.
That's it. Like, that's shit. That's boo again.
Yeah.
But that's all. But that's a lot of us. Even a big kid. I never was into bullying. Like, I always been whether my grandma said, be the bully that bully the bullies. So that was my job. You kick sand in people's face. I kick sand in your face. You give a kid a wedgie, I give you a wedgie. Then I let them do it to you. Like, this is what we're doing.
That even that in itself is the essence of martial arts.
Yeah.
Because when I was taking Taekwondo when I was a kid, that my instructor always told me, like, yo, you don't use this unless it's meant to defend yourself.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, that's it.
I mean, I can't kick anybody's ass right now. Like,
but I feel you.
But you know what I mean? Like, it's just one of those things where it's like you don't get attacked unless you are attacked.
You are attacked. That's it. And that's the same thing as a bouncer or a bodyguard. Your job is to protect and observe. Protect and observe. That's it. And report. You don't really have to be on the attack. And I learned that from being a security guard. Like, doing security guard at San Manuel Casino, and I have to watch over this old lady because she's trying to spend a $57,000 Social Security check at the casino.
Shit.
Like, damn, lady, you got some grandkids? You got some kids? And she like, I do, but she didn't give a fuck. So I had to, watching this lady and learning this, and security taught me a lot of just to be on the observer, and as long as you don't mess with me, I'm good.
Bro, it seems like everything that you've done in your life, it makes sense.
Yeah, I do.
It really makes sense to like the type of person you are. Somebody who is optimistic, not a fighter in the sense of always on the attack, but always just, observing and making sure that like you are protected and your family is protected as well. And I think with somebody like your grandma on not only your side, but all your sibling sides, like y'all are in a really great position, man.
Just, trying to use her words. I got cousins that try to use what she teach and they haven't caught it. It's just, I think how hard she is, they don't take it as knowledge. They take it as battering or being mean. I'm like, nah, bro, y'all don't get what she's showing you. You don't get it. You don't know how hard it is in this world. If you can't deal with Granny, you can't deal with this world.
Nothing, yeah.
This world is vicious, bro. This world is fucking vicious.
Your grandma's kind of just like the messenger.
Yeah, I'm gonna give you the micro world right now. I'm gonna keep it real. I never been told to be stays in a kid's place. Never been told that. If I ask a question and it was some real shit, she gonna give me the truth. Give me the real, no sugar coated. Sure, I was paying gas bills since I was like 7, 8 years old. I had to go to the business and my granny said this, and I get the receipt. Like, just doing these actions very early, or trying to cash her check at Nick's cashing because she can't get out the car. Like, she'll put you in some positions. She will really put you in some positions where you feel so out of place, even though that her reading level is low too. Like, she dropped out of high school. She dropped out of middle school like at 13. So my grandma didn't even.
Shit.
Yeah, she had her first kid at 13. So you know what I mean. So even with her, she said, "Boy, I own a nail salon and a boutique without reading." I knew math. I knew math. I had homegirls that knew how to read. They knew how to read. I know how to get the business. I know how to hustle. So I got all of that. I know how to do the numbers. They did all of this other stuff. And she said, boy, I just looked at her. I'm like, shit, Granny. Like, yo. I can't complain. Like, I can't complain. The shit that she would tell me and shit I've seen and talking to my family, I'm like, man, I can't complain about Nothing, because you went through it. True, Lisa's mom is from Laos. They escaped Laos when it was getting taken over by the French. You know what I mean? And I'd be like, I can't complain. My girl have a grandfather that got captured over there. Then he got captured, escaped, and he was in America, and he would be downstairs. And I'm like, man, look how much history this, and he survived being captured on the enemy side and escaping. I never went through that. Only thing I went through was poverty, projects, going through what America will put you through. You're a minority through the loophole. But I never had to escape no damn country and get on a motherfucking boat and go over the Atlantic.
Yeah.
Go over the Pacific. Go through all my bro. I think about these things all the time, and that helps me not complain. That helps me not. I know people getting tear gas at the border. I know all of this stuff. Like, people know this stuff. People know all this stuff. I can't complain, man. I can't. I'm alive rapping for a living, doing music, doing shows, losing weight, exercising, got clean water, got a roof over my head, got good. And I'm just getting healthy, man. I can't not complain. There's people that can walk 8 miles for water and shit. My empathy levels sometimes I feel is too high. Like, I feel too much. Like, I can cry, jump on a dime sometimes if I see some shit, good or bad, but it's like, whoo, goddamn world, sheesh. Yeah. I can't at all.
I guess it's like when you see how much crazier that your ancestors, or, like your older relatives had before you, you're really, like, in a comparative mindset, you're put in a situation in which, like, there's more success available for you to capture.
Way is at your fingertips nowadays. It's there. You can succeed. Even through school now. To me, school was so hard for me. If I had school now and I didn't know how to read, I probably wouldn't learn how to read. Like, so it's like you have it now. You can't complain. It's in front of you. Boom, 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 on your phone. You want to do something, you want to talk about something, you want to do art. People can watch you doing your art for the first time. Like, it's so much stuff that you can be successful at. It was opportunities that my family couldn't get. The opportunities that my mama couldn't get. Shoot, even with my mom being in prison off some shit that she didn't even really do. She, catching my dad's time. You know what I mean? So it's like, it's so much going on. And I started thinking about that. Like, going back into my mom, it was crazy. One day I was like, man, a black woman, 1984, what was she going through? And I thought about that. And that was me finding forgiveness from my mom. Wow. I stopped and I thought about that. I said, black woman, 1984, what the fuck was going on in the world? And I went and looked. There's a lot going on that a black woman.
And you did it for the sake of trying to understand the situation that she was going through.
Yeah, like knowing that, feeling like this. When I was going through my shit, she wasn't having a party. It wasn't sunshine and beautiful rainbows for her when I was going through my shit as a child. She was going through her shit too. Like, she was going through her whatever she was going through. So it wasn't like she was away from me having fun in a sense. So it was away from me doing drugs, getting caught up with boyfriends, people trying to pimp her out, all that shit. You know what I mean? She's dealing with all of that. So this is about 5, 6, 7 years ago when I thought about that. And that kind of helped me get a little more closure of understanding, like, damn, all right, I understand it. Even, there's some women that went through the same thing and overcame it. It was different stars for her. It's really, I was like, damn. It made me go like, all right.
Yeah.
All right, I got to be nice to her. No, real talk. Like,
Yo,
I'm gonna
man.
be nice to her.
I want to say is like, shout out to your mom. I hope she's doing well.
Yeah,
shout out to your grandma, especially for making the man who is sitting across from me right now, man. Like you just have like a plethora of knowledge and optimism to give to the world. So I'm so happy that you're here, man.
Thank you, man. That's
really
true. That's why I'm here, man. I think that's why I'm here on this earth. That's why I'm not gone from this earth. Cause I think it was just be like this. Like, you know, let me just talk to people, tell them my experiences, tell them what I've been through, and just show them the light from it. Like, I can show you the dark shit, but let me show you how I even overcame it. And be able to explain it kind of in detail. What did I do? If people ask me, like, how do you find self-love? And I would give people almost like a rundown, like my thought process of me finding this.
So then now we're just going down the rabbit hole again.
Man,
so the fuck, man. All right, I can't let that up, man. All right, bro. So then how do you find self-love? This will be the last like big question that I ask you. But
this when I got diabetes, man, it was a thing of like talking out everything I've been through. Right, so when I was in diabetes, I fell in a coma. They put me in a coma. Then I fell in a coma. Then they had to put me in a coma to make sure my blood sugar dropped down. My blood sugar was like in the 700s. Shit. So like I like literally almost died, you know. And here come the self-love was like I like, what is it? What if I'm trying to I'm about to break it down. I like, what is it? I like, what is making me not face these problems? I like, what is making me be destructive like this? What's making me not even tell my grandmother about this? It was all these things that I was just going through, and I was like, yo, I gotta go talk to my mama. And the first thing I talked to her about was how bad she hurt me. 'Cause I never told her that.
Wow.
So I told her all of that. How bad she hurt me. I told her about the emotional eating. I talk about even her boyfriends. I talk about how she's still clothes for her boyfriend. And they couldn't fit it, so she give them to me, and how that made. I really like rapid, like just went at it and let it out. Then I just broke out in tears. And that was like my first like crack, like letting all of that out, all this shit that you're scared to say, all this shit you're scared out, all this shit that I just let it out. Everything. Cried, throw up crying, like throwing, like hyperventilating, went from crying to raging to like all of this shit. Like it was really, I remember she got mad at me during this week of me doing this, she got mad at me one time and told me, I'll lay you on your fucking back, and getting mad at me. And I remember I picked her up in the air off the ground and put her in the air. And even that helped me to show like it was all this rage I had, and I just let it out. Just showing her it. Just like I'm not walking around eggshells. I'm not.
So I guess the key to self-love at that point is to face everything that you hate.
Everything I hated, everything that was like made me feel bad, everything. That was like the first, like the real first step. And that led me to like forgiveness. That led me to figuring out what she went through, you know. Talking to my grandmother about my pops, figuring out that my mom did time because my dad don't have a social security number because he's illegal, and the government can't make money off of him, so my mom catch the L. That was supposed to give it to him because she was just, you know, she was in cahoots with him. So it's me not focusing on, it's like I focused on my hurt all the way, then I focused on her hurt. You know, and these was a two thing, like focus on the root of it. It was my hurt. I'm going to focus on that and let it out. Everything. You know, my little brother was like, he never even bought me an ice cream. Like, it was crazy, like little things like that. Like, I told people, little shit, sometimes you just got to say it. Because you going to hold that in. That little thing my brother said, you didn't buy me an ice cream, was like, it was so gut-wrenching just to hear that. Like people like, but what you mean? Like, listen, you understand what he's saying? Like, you never even bought me an ice cream. Like, that's a thing. Like, ice cream truck, going to the grocery store with your mom, doing this, and she buying you a sucker or a piece of candy. Like, he never had that experience. He never had that, none of that. We didn't have that. And that he's in high school, and he's going out with his friends, and he's seeing their mom. He's seen all of these things. It was just all this hurt that just built up. And me, I said, I have to let it out. And I think me, for diabetes, when I almost like damn near died, it just woke me up. Like, I need to find the root of this.
Yeah.
I need to find the root of it. I need to. And me, my hurt, my mama hurt, and that's what it was. It was me. Even my grandma sometimes would be mean to my mama, and I would defend my mom. And here come the love. Here come the real love now, because it's not about who I like, it's what is wrong and what is right. And boom, that's when everything kind of is trickling down for me, man. Admitting wrongs. Looking in the mirror, they help me in self-love. Looking in the mirror every day.
Like literally.
Literally, looking in your own eyes. Not look, 'cause people can look in the mirror, but not look at themselves. You know what I mean? There's people that can look at you, but not look at you, but look like they're looking at you. You know what I mean?
And you feel like people do that.
People do that. Like, look at yourself in the mirror. Check yourself out. Look at, like, really, all of that. And that helped me more. That helped me even look at my face. Look what I have a real bad, like, knee injury. My leg is bowed from football and stuff. And so it's like I'm looking at my body. And don't feel any type of way where people look at themselves and feel disgusted. They feel bad, or they think they're ugly, or they're not cute. And I look in the mirror and make sure I don't feel none of those things. I gave myself mantras. I gave myself, I'm a clap it up team. Like, me and Lisa could be in a room, we like loud clap. That's attention, man. It was so much of that I had to figure it out. Like, yo, let me find the hurt. The person that hurt me, they hurt. Let me find they hurt. All right, let me find the forgiveness. All right, let me find my forgiveness. I need to forgive myself for some things that I hold myself accountable, but it's not even my fault. Like, we do that. We will fault ourselves for shit that not and hold that chip and that weight on us all the time. You know what I mean? It's like, I was blaming myself for a lot of shit, even what I went through. I would sometimes blame myself because I got too mad. All right, that's why she went back to jail. All right, I got too this, and this is why this person left me. Or this, it's just, that's not the case at all. And that was like one of the steps that really, really, I think, saved me.
Yeah. Like,
self-forgiveness really saved me. And I think my last step was just like zero fucks of anything. Of my intentions are set straight.
Yeah.
If it's not what I'm doing, or it's not towards
if it's not
moving
beneficial
forward,
towards you,
if it's not motivating, if it's not inspiration, people are like, you need hate, you need this. I said, I had too much hate. I only want love. If it's not that, I'm firm. I'm adamant about that. I'm vicious about that I don't want none of that around me. And that really helped me, like, attract what I wanted. Like, it was just, it's crazy how they even work. And that's probably like 3-4 years of finding that. You know what I mean? That's me going on tour with Murs. Dude. That's me going, Murs sending me a juicer to go on tour to lose weight.
Really?
Yeah, and it was that, because I'm talking to my paid dudes. This is me learning more self-love, like going to paid dudes and I'm walking around with them and talking about a juicer, and I'm like, juicer like $400. The next thing you know it, I got a juicer in the mail.
From Murs.
From Murs. You know what I mean? So it's kind of like, it's oh man, it's crazy, man. I'm trying to go into even little stories about me understanding, like, me and my what are they called? Not a therapist. Your social worker.
Yeah.
And even that helped me where I would ask for a therapist. I would ask for a person to talk to. I would ask for something. And that even helped me even move forward. Cause I'm like going out the system. So I'm like, let me help myself out. They have all the programs. They have everything that can help me talk and get it out.
Yeah.
You know, and that was one of the things that helped me find myself more is talking it out. Like being vocal about it, being loud about it. Like it can't just be all in here.
Yeah.
It can't be. You're gonna destroy yourself. Let it out. What you don't like. Like it's okay to let this shit out. Let it out in a productive way. Write it out. You know, write a journal, write something. But just don't, you know, but I think it'd be better to let it out. I think it's better to just
Well, Noa James, man, I would love to continue down this rabbit hole, but unfortunately, all of the technology is running out of battery. Bro, I'm talking about this shit was going on red. That shit's going on red. That shit already went on red.
Oh, man, we got a lot. You saw me.
Yo,
you can do
hey,
90s. Depending on how he can talk, yeah.
No, we can do another one, bro. Yeah. Like, I ain't tripping. Yo, Noa James, before everything dies out, let everybody know where they could find you.
Y'all can find me on Instagram, Noah_James. Yeah. You can just hashtag Orca Life, like Orca and Life, and you will find me just about everywhere. Because that's my hashtag, not Peter. Peter, gotcha. And yeah, there's NOAJAMES, Orca Life, or you put Love Monster, hashtag Love Monster, you find me. But yeah, or Pod Life too. Like I use the hashtags because
that's your podcast where your like weight podcast.
Showing my journey and shit like that, and trying to help people. Like this is what I'm doing, man. I've been a big boy, very big boy. You know, I'm 1,500. I was 1,500 pounds from a ton. That's how I always look at shit.
God,
you know, I'm 1,500 pounds for being an adolescent blue whale or baby blue whale. You know, a little baby whale. You know, so it's kind of like just trying to show people like if I can do it, and you only weigh 300 pounds. For sure you can do it. For sure you can do it. But yeah, bricktoyourface.com. Shout out to my brother Preston, Steven, Lisa J, Young Jennifer in the building. I'm Unique book. Go get it. Go get it. Little, you know, lesson.
This is the lunch table, man. Nico Blitz, Noa James, Majin Buu. You're out.
Boo's hungry.